but there's some stuff that won't, like Soren Markov. I mean, if it's Flame Blast Dragon, that's okay. But, yeah, do have to be a little bit worried here. Crimson Mage and Goblin Fire Sling. Well, no land, so that's good news. That means a lot of the scary stuff he could have gotten with his tutor can't be cast yet. Well, let's see. He's going to get to Bloodthirst me unless I incinerate the Fire Slinger, which doesn't seem like a great play. I think I might just risk that Minotaur. I don't think he has Minotaurs. He might have Bloodlord of Vaskoth. That's a card. But I can pacify that, so that's alright. I mean, well, it's only sort of alright, because it gives everything he plays +3/+3 for the rest of the game, given he has that Fire Slinger in play. So, what's my game plan here? My game plan might actually just be to keep him off Bloodthirst for as long as I can, but only if I think he's got Bloodlord of Vaskoth, which is a mythic, after all, and not every red-black deck is going to have that card. So, geez, it's not so easy, I think. Alright, I guess I'm going to incinerate his Duskconjure Bat and bash with my Skywinder Drake. Yeah, leave my Sphinx back on D, obviously, because it's dealing him 2 and preventing me 2, and I'm definitely more of a control deck as things stand. So 3 him, and we'll see what happens. Okay, obviously. Bash with Crimson Mage, probably has Incinerate. Otherwise, Ring Flash plus Burn would make sense. I'm guessing Incinerate, I'm going to block. Whatever. I'm totally happy for him to trade 2 for 1, I don't think. Oh, Slaughter Cry! Oh my god! Oh! Ugh. Oh well. Well, yep. Slaughter Cry, of course. I guess that was always going to happen at some point. And hey, he gets milled for 5. I'm a little bit upset. I should have realised that. He has Soren Markov in his deck, and he did not Diabolic Tutor for it. Huh. That's interesting. What does he have then? That is pretty scary. I think that he has something better than Soren Markov to Diabolic Tutor for. Jeez. I hope it's Flame Blast Dragon. Let's do Singular Vampire. Presumably, well, it could have been that, I guess. If he was... I mean, he had 4 lands at the time, so... It is possible that he just didn't want to get Soren Markov because he was afraid he wouldn't get to cast it. Either way. I don't know. Pretty tempted to pacify that Singular Vampire. But wait. If he got Singular Vampire, he would have played it last turn rather than... Oh no, he would have swung first, I see. He swings and goes, you know, if he blocks, I use Slaughter Cry. And then if he doesn't block, I play this Vampire. Okay. Okay, well I guess I can pacify that Vampire then, and bash him for 5. I think I'm actually turned into the beatdown here. Got a Skywinder Drake, and it's gonna go the distance. Well, hopefully. He seems to have some bloodthirsty shenanigans happening. Stormblood Berserker, that's quite nice. There's a powerful card. And a Crimson Mage. And land? No land to haste the Berserker. Land for me. There we go. Well, let's get in there for 3. As you do when you have a Skywinder Drake. And the question is Harbor Serpent or Bell Tower Sphinx. Might actually be Sphinx, even though it's a slightly weaker card, because shortens the clock by a turn. Yeah, I like shortening the clock by a turn. Harbor Serpent can't attack Sphinx. Sphinx is still a great blocker, still can double block that Berserker, and definitely can attack. I drew his land. Here we go. What's this? Volcanic Dragon. Good thing I've got that Sphinx. No attacks for him. Very good. Land for me, also very good. Got my bomb. Cop that fire sling. So yeah, Pendavis can't quite kill him, but still be threatening. Blood Rage Vampire, sure. It's the worst of the Bloodthirst guys. Nope, very good. Okay, so if I make 5 Pentavites, yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, or maybe just 4 Pentavites. 4 Pentavites seems to be enough. So I'm going to just pass the turn. In his end step, I'm going to make 4 Pentavites, bash with all my flyers. He's probably going to block my Drake, go to 2. Yeah, that seems pretty nice. Otherwise, I can play Harbor Serpent, but that means I have to make only 2 Pentavites, bash with everything, put him to 4. Well, he still dies next turn if all goes well. But all might not necessarily go well. He has a removal spell, or if he has... There's stuff he could have, basically. You can pay 2 mana to untap a Pentavite, effectively. Yeah, I'm not going to die. Yet, anytime soon. Attack with my Pentavus. What happens if I attack with my Pentavus? He blocks with Dragon. He probably just blocks with Berserker and Vampire. I don't want to trade Pentavus for Berserker and Vampire, so let's not do that. Let's just pass the turn. Chandra's Phoenix. Well, that's a flyer. So that's something. And something else? Bloodthirst guy? Or is he just doing that now so he can F6? Yeah, doesn't seem to be doing anything. So making 4 Pentavites still seems reasonable. It's only going to put him to 3, but that's enough to kill him next turn regardless. Okay. Divination, not the most useful cards I could draw. I need all my mana if I'm going to pull this off. I don't have to go for it this turn, of course. There's no hurry. I think whatever sweet card he could have gotten, he would have played by now. This is a Sorin's Vengeance, I suppose. I assume he just got a Sanguine Vampire. I'm working on that theory. So bash with... I don't have to bash with my Sphinx. I don't have to bash with my Drake, I guess. Drake is the thing that dies for no benefit. If I don't bash with my Drake, well... It's gonna go to... Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's bash. All my flyers. That is a strange place to put the Volcanic Dragon. Yep, he has realised his mistake. Yep, that seems much better. So he's going to take 5, and I think I do just want to leave all my mana up instead of Divination in, because it costs me 2 mana to Pentavite, effectively, and then 1 more mana to, yeah, I just want to have a lot of mana up. So I'm going to go, yeah. I'm going to go sack, 2 Pentavite, sack them both. Yeah. Okay, sure. That seems fine. It's gone to 3. I can kill him next turn. I guess I could have Divinationed, because I can always just cash in my Pentavus at this point. I've got lethal. And Divination has a chance of drawing me into Frost Breath. which does just kill him. No breaker giant, there's nothing. Well, it gets given haste. Gets given haste and he goes bash with everything. No? Okay. Alright, so yeah, I'm just going to make 2 pentabytes. If he has a removal spell, he still dies. Seems... Whoops. Misclick. Remove 1. Get a pentabyte. And I haven't used my shock, I have used my incinerate. I just don't think there's nothing he could have as far as I'm aware. From my knowledge of the format. That's divination anyway. Oh, frost breath and a chase. Very nice. Okay, well, just in case I'm forgetting something, let's frost breath him. Yes, it tells him I have frost breath, but whatever. There's the concession. Okay. Again, certainly don't want Deathmark. Don't want Master Thief. Didn't see any artifacts. Pretty happy to just leave this as is. He's going to be on the play, and I've drawn my bomb, so that's good, and he's mulligan, so that's also good. Well, not mulligan. This is the first time I've really drawn a lot of islands. I keep drawing all these plains and mountains, and I'm like, I'm playing 11 islands, come on. Of course I draw a shock off the top. That'll teach me from complaining about, well, complain about drawing plains and mountains too much. Draw a shock with no plains or mountains to cast it. And Avatar. How about that? Here's a Blood Rage Vampire, how about that? Well, I'm not going to either adept that, because I'm happy enough to trade it for Unmerfolk Mesmerist. I'm just going to Divination. Lands. It's good. So I'm going to blow up my Mesmerist. He's going to die block tutor again. Okay. Well, He's definitely got Sorin Markov in his deck. So, something to be aware of. He's going to bash. More than happy to trade. He's not going to bash. More than happy to keep my guy alive as well. My guy alive is pretty nice. Because that can speed up my clock, given I have Jace. Yeah, I'll probably just play Core Merfolk here. I still don't want to bounce his Blood Rage Vampire. I'd rather bounce the Sengir Vampire he might play next turn, or whatnot. If he goes... yeah, if he goes Sengir Vampire, I can't Jace, unfortunately. Don't have pacifism, which is what I need. I just drop a Bell Tower Sphinx and wait. No, let's play Core Merfolk. Got some junky 2-drops versus his junky 3-drop. There's a Swamp. Gorehorn Minotaurs, alright, so he did not get Sengir Vampire, so he's probably going to play Sorin Markov next turn. That's kind of what I expect, anyway. Let's mill him. Crimson Mage and Scepter Vampires. Now I can play Jace, and I think I just might put him to not very many cards in library over the next couple of turns. Yep.